Another day, another story. UC Riverside astrophysicist Stephen Kane had to double-check his calculations. He wasn't sure the planet he was studying could be as extreme as it seemed. Welcome to Tabo Eminent Channel, Molten Exoplanet. Kane never expected to learn that a planet in this faraway star system is covered with so many active volcanoes that seen from a distance it would take on a fiery, glowing red hue. It was one of those discovery moments that you think, "Wow, it's amazing this can actually exist," Kane said. A paper detailing the discovery has been published in the Astronomical Journal. Launched in 2018, NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, or TESS, searches for exoplanets, planets outside our solar system that orbit the brightest stars in the sky, including those that could support life. Kane was studying a star system called HD 104U67, about 66 light-years away from our Sun that was already known to harbor a giant planet. TESS had just discovered signals for a new rocky planet in that system. In gathering data about that planet, he unexpectedly found yet another one, bringing the total number of known planets in the system to 3. The new TESS-discovered planet is a rocky planet like Earth, but 30% larger. However, unlike Earth, it has more in common with Io, Jupiter's rocky innermost moon and the most volcanically active body in our solar system. This is a terrestrial planet that I would describe as Io on steroids, Kane said. It's been forced into a situation where it's constantly exploding with volcanoes. At optical wavelengths, you would be able to see a glowing, red-hot planet with a molten lava surface. Kane calculated that the surface temperature of the new planet, TOI 6C1301, would be 2600 degrees Kelvin, which is hotter than some stars. Gravitational forces are to blame for the volcanic activity both on Io and on this planet. Io is very close to Jupiter. Kane explained that Jupiter's other moons force Io into an elliptical or eccentric orbit around the planet, which itself has a very strong gravitational pull. If the other moons weren't there, Io would be in a circular orbit around the planet, and it would be quiet on the surface. Instead, Jupiter's gravity squeezes Io so much that it erupts in volcanoes constantly, Kane said. Similarly, there are 2 planets in the HD 104067 system that are farther away from the star than this new planet. Those outer planets are also forcing the inner rocky planet into an eccentric orbit around the star that squeezes it as it orbits and rotates. Kane likens this scenario to racquetball, where the small rubber game ball bounces more and gets hotter as it is constantly hit with paddles. This effect is called tidal energy, a term used when referencing one body's gravitational effect on another body. On Earth, tides are mostly the result of the moon's gravity dragging our oceans along. Moving forward, Kane and his colleagues would like to measure the mass of the flaming planet and learn its density. This would tell them how much material is available to blow out of the volcanoes. Kane said that tidal effects on planets hasn't historically been a big focus of exoplanet research. Perhaps that will change with this discovery. This teaches us a lot about the extremes of how much energy can be pumped into a terrestrial planet and the consequences of that, Kane said. While we know that stars contribute to the heat of a planet, the vast majority of the energy here is tidal, and that cannot be ignored. In the depths of space, nestled among the stars, lies a planet unlike any other. Its surface, once lush and vibrant, now glows with the fiery hues of molten lava. This is the world of Viridian, a once thriving hub of life and civilization, now teetering on the brink of destruction. Viridian's plight began centuries ago, when neighboring planets, driven by their insatiable hunger for resources, encroached upon its territory. Wars raged, alliances crumbled, and Viridian found itself caught in the crossfire of cosmic conflict. As fleets clashed in the skies above, the planet's delicate balance was shattered. The onslaught of relentless bombardment unleashed unimaginable forces upon Viridian. Volcanoes erupted with unprecedented fury, spewing rivers of molten rock across the surface. The very ground trembled beneath the weight of planetary upheaval, as seismic waves rippled through the crust. In the heart of Viridian's molten landscape, a resilient few banded together, forging an unlikely alliance in the face of annihilation. Scientists, engineers, and warriors alike united their skills and knowledge, determined to defy the odds and reclaim their planet from the brink of oblivion. Their efforts were not in vain. With ingenuity and courage, they harnessed the very forces that threatened to consume them, channeling the power of volcanic energy into a last-ditch effort to push back against their aggressors. Towers of magma rose from the planet's surface, unleashing torrents of molten fury upon their enemies. But victory came at a cost. Viridian's surface, once a haven of life and beauty, now bore the scars of battle, its landscape forever altered by the ravages of war. Yet amidst the wreckage, a new dawn emerged. United in their struggle, the people of Viridian stood as a testament to the indomitable spirit of resilience in the face of adversity. And as the fires of conflict faded into memory, the planet's glow remained, a reminder of the strength forged in the crucible of chaos. As Viridian continued to reel under the pressure of its neighboring planet's relentless assault, its inhabitants faced a grim reality. The very core of their world was under siege. The planet's molten mantle bubbled with unprecedented ferocity, threatening to breach the surface and unleash a cataclysmic eruption that would consume everything in its path. In a desperate bid to save their home, Viridian's brightest minds came together, pooling their knowledge and resources to devise a daring plan. They would delve deep into the planet's fiery heart, seeking to harness the raw power of its molten core to fuel a last-ditch defense against their aggressors. Led by Dr. Arya Solas, a brilliant geologist renowned for her groundbreaking research into volcanic energy, the team embarked on a perilous journey into the depths of Viridian. Guided by her pioneering technology and unwavering determination, they braved scorching temperatures and treacherous terrain, inching closer to their goal with each passing moment. As they descended deeper into the bowels of the planet, the team encountered challenges unlike any they had ever faced. Rivers of molten lava surged and roiled around them, threatening to engulf them in an inferno of searing heat. But with courage and ingenuity, they pressed on, driven by the knowledge that the fate of their world hung in the balance. At last, after days of relentless pursuit, they reached their destination, the very heart of Viridian's molten core. There, amidst the swirling currents of magma, they erected a network of cutting-edge machinery designed to siphon off the planet's immense energy and convert it into a formidable weapon. As the first tendrils of dawn illuminated the horizon, the invaders launched their final assault on Viridian's beleaguered defenses. But they were met with a sight that filled them with awe and dread. From the depths of the planet's core, a blazing beacon of light erupted, bathing the battlefield in a blinding cascade of energy. In the aftermath of the battle, Viridian stood battered but unbroken, its molten surface glowing with renewed vigor. The sacrifice of its brave defenders had bought the planet precious time to rebuild and recover, forging a legacy of resilience that would endure for generations to come. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel